The stories continue. Kagasaki approaches Haruto and Sursa. Saren wants to defeat Haruto, who is under Haruto's command, to prove his superiority. Haruto realizes Saren's intentions and agrees to face him in a game, but with a condition: the loser can never challenge Empress again. Saren gets angry because Haruto used his beloved champion for the challenge. Haruto offers Saren the option to challenge someone else without any judgment or blame. However, Saren, being the leader of the Holy Knights, insists on facing Haruto in a game on Sunday to assess Haruto's abilities. The next day, Haruto and Sursa meet in disguise so nobody recognizes them. Sursa asks about Haruto's actions yesterday, wondering if he did it for her. Haruto clarifies that he did it to protect his lie, not for her, which upsets Sursa a little because she feels he doesn't consider others' feelings. Nevertheless, she thanks him for being by her side and admits the intricate connection of their lies. They decide to hold a meeting to plan the game. Later, back at their home, they are greeted by their maid, Yuki, preparing for what lies ahead. The 5 cards are distributed randomly, and every 5 minutes, a new card location is revealed. They can use their devices to collect the matching cards from that location. The maid then explains the second stage, a direct confrontation or detection stage. In this stage, they'll randomly choose 5 cards, and the one with the highest number wins. To win, they need to score 3 points. Before discussing their strategy, the maid shares crucial information about significant differences in levels among players. For example, a 5th-rate star versus a 1st-rate star, where the latter has never lost before. Haruto is surprised, and Sursa asks about the ability he used in their first match, numerical modification. Haruto reveals that the ability's duration has been reduced to 1/10 of its original time, allowing him to modify numerical values. However, Kagasaki can increase his value up to 30, while Haruto's limit is 19. The maid explains that in normal circumstances, the low-aligned student would finalize the game settings, giving Kagasaki an advantage, and winning chances for Haruto would be less than 1%. Despite this, Haruto decides to go through with the challenge. The maid advises him to focus on the collection stage and obstruct Kagasaki's movements to gather a winning set of cards, even if numerical modification is used. However, if Kagasaki reaches the detection stage fully prepared, Haruto's plan will end. No third parties are allowed to interfere, but emergency fill-ins are treated as players and can contribute to one ability only. Since Kagasaki is the leader of the Holy Knights with a team of 300 members, he can bring 300 people to the game. Sursa advises Haruto to ignore Kagasaki's third ability, the Nile Blue Star's Smoke and Lightning ability, as he has never disabled it since obtaining the Colored Star. Kagasaki will likely choose between the numerical modification ability or the Black Wings ability, along with emergency fill-ins. Narita asks Sursa what she would do if she were in his place. Sursa shares that she would probably use the coordinate control to modify the device's coordinates, tricking it into believing it's at the location of a certain card and capturing several cards without physically going there. However, only someone with 5 stars or more can use this ability. She also suggests the exploration ability to search for card locations from the beginning. Haruto wonders if the programming error ability, which distorts the opponent's screen and displays errors, would be suitable for this situation. Sursa also mentions the luck ability, which could improve the chances of higher numbered cards appearing closer to him. Haruto realizes that the programming error ability might be useful, but he sees the collection stage as the real battle and questions its effectiveness. He continues to contemplate the 3 abilities, considering them his best strategy so far. As the sun sets, Sursa leaves to return home, and Haruto talks to the maid about feeling that Sursa is avoiding her. The maid reveals that it's actually Sursa avoiding her, and speculates that Sursa is hiding something from her and the Seongi family. She asks Haruto to protect Sursa no matter what. The next day, the match begins in the collection stage of the game. The crowd cheers for Kagasaki, intensifying the excitement. Haruto communicates with the maid, sharing that the programming error ability has been activated, and thanks to the luck ability, higher numbered cards seem closer. The maid advises Haruto to head towards card number 14, the closest to him. Haruto compares card 17 with its neighboring card to plan his path. He runs towards card 17, but it's a bit far from him. When he looks at his device, he realizes that Kagasaki has already taken card number 5. However, Kagasaki probably doesn't know about the programming error ability yet. They also discover that Kagasaki has obtained the second card, though the number of cards displayed in front of Haruto hasn't changed. The maid explains that Kagasaki likely captured a card with an undisclosed number and coordinates. Haruto ponders the situation, realizing that if Kagasaki knew all the locations from the beginning, he would have captured a card that hasn't been revealed yet. Since he doesn't know the value of the card, going there would be a waste of time. Then, they find that Kagasaki has given up the numerical modification ability and can now communicate with Haruto through his device. Kagasaki explains that the current ability he has, the Black Wings, has been more useful to him than just location effects. He can transmit his voice from a distance and warns Haruto that at this rate, the game will end with Kagasaki's victory. Haruto is shocked because the game has only lasted for 5 minutes, so there must be some problem. The maid reassures him that there is no indication that Kagasaki has captured card number 10 and the mysterious card has not disappeared. However, Haruto corrects her, informing her that it has been revealed as card number 10. Haruto's heart races as he realizes Kagasaki's daring plan to search for and capture all the cards. If Kagasaki succeeded, Hiroto's chances of victory seemed slim, and he felt trapped. However, Yoko brought thrilling news. Kageya's bus had been intercepted by high-speed vehicles marked with the symbol of the Founding Knights, and the police were closing in. As Hiroto lost hope, a glimmer of opportunity appeared when Orisaka arrived on her bike and whisked him away to a secret location. Orisaka expressed gratitude to Hiroto for securing her work permit, but she had more to share. She revealed that the kidnapping scenario was a ruse, and Sarasa's true desire was to attend a regular school. It was Hiroto who made it look like she was kidnapped, taking her to the main island. Sarasa planned to maintain the charade until her graduation in 2 years, not wanting to implicate Yuki in her schemes. Hiroto was amazed by Sarasa's audacity in challenging the Seonji family alone and her plan to involve Himamiya. Sarasa manipulated everyone and used her abilities to achieve her dreams on the Academy Island and challenge the Seigenji family. Though Hiroto thought it was madness, he understood they needed to continue the theatrical performance for a longer period. Yuki arrived and informed them that Kagasaki had collected 16 data cards of the remaining unrevealed locations. Hiroto realized he had to secure 2 cards for himself and find a way to tip the scales. Despite the dire circumstances, Hiroto and Sarasa assured Yuki they believed in a different outcome. Hiroto acknowledged they were all pawns in this game, contemplating changing the rules to manipulate the effects of his ability. Yuki warned him to be careful, but Hiroto assured her it would be a simple 5-star adjustment. With renewed hope and excitement, the match was about to begin, and Hiroto had a secret weapon up his sleeve. During the match, Hiroto interrupted Kagasaki's boasting and asked about the conditions to end the game. Confused, Kagasaki checked his phone and realized the revealing stage had already ended, resulting in a tied score and a fresh battle. Hiroto's rule-breaking ability had affected the outcome, shocking everyone as he revealed himself as the 7th strongest star on the island. As Hiroto walked away, Sarasa held onto him, reminding him not to leave the room. She confessed that she hadn't been kidnapped at all. Her true wish was to attend a regular school, and she orchestrated the entire scenario to escape to the main island. Hiroto commended her determination and realized her intentions to fulfill her friend's dream on the main island. This brings an end to this anime. If you enjoyed it, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel, Annie Explainer.